Hey all, hope you all are doing good. For a quick reminder, we are in the third episode of Goal series. So, in the previous episode, we have seen why is it important to have a goal in life. In between, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that each time I come up with a new video, you get notified. So, let's move into the video. How to achieve goals in life. We all have certain goals in life. Some are long term and some are short term goals, which we set on here and there during the phases of our life. Some say we might be serious in proclaiming it, and some, well, they just do it for a few days and give up. But what makes or takes to achieve the goals in life? Come on, let's see about it. Number 1, note it down. If you think you gotta achieve a goal, write it down in a notepad or save it in your PC or in your smartphone or elsewhere. Because a goal once written down takes you one step forward towards the pathway of your goal. Well, by just writing our goals down, is it enough to say I wanna be fit or I wanna become the boss or I wanna become the topper? Well, to make it workable, just titling it alone isn't gonna help. You gotta set a practical deadline, days of work, days of rest, and most importantly, the reward, so that you feel hyped up and motivated all the long way to the process. Number 2, avoid multitasking. Multitasking means doing more than one task in a time. When you tend to do more than one task in a time, it tends to get hectic and frustrating on the long run. Well, if you want to quote down about being cool and I can manage anything in a time, okay, well done. But apart from the stress and frustration part, the quality of the work might reduce because naturally some peculiar task needs full concentration. Well, in that case, focusing on one task at a time improves the quality of the result. Number 3, visualization. Visualization is a powerful element in achieving goals in life. When we start to visualize, we tend to give a form of positive energy to the goal. We start to crave for the glorious result, the fame or happiness in it, due to which we end up focusing on the goal in order to get near to the result so that we get the rewards in the end. So when you start to visualize, you keep the first step towards the pathway of your goal. Number 4, consistency. Well, again, consistency pops up. In case you are new here, in order to get clarity about consistency, you might want to check the playlist of the short series which I have exclusively created for consistency. Okay, let's get back. How does consistency get you to the goal? Well, it's simple. If it's going to be a long-term goal, it requires a long-term investment of effort. Well, of course, not at a stretch, but tiny amounts in regular intervals of time. Keep in mind, simple daily activities leads to massive results, as big things take time and require consistency. Number 5, scheduling. By having an organized schedule, you tend to be organized and calm without any form of stress or frustration. Even if you might have many tasks on the to-do list and huge goals to proclaim, by scheduling out each task, it helps you manage time well and it also makes the long-term or huge goal look easier. Number 6, learn to say no. If an unplanned outing comes on the way from your friends, learn to say no because it's your goal and it's your responsibility to complete the task on time. You might not want to fall back, procrastinate and suffer later. Because if you start procrastinating, it's a never-ending cycle. It tends to repeat on and on. Well, finally, these are just few ways to achieve goals in life. Either it's a long-term one or a short-term one. But to be honest, apart from the point which I have mentioned, it's completely on you to do it or not. In the end, it's your responsibility and your goal